good evening, everyone, team. Let's start the session for today. Meanwhile, others can join parallelly because already we wait for 2 minutes. Still, people had to join, but let them join parallelly. So, in the yesterday's session, last 2 days, we were having the demos on this Oracle Fusion HCM cloud applications team. And as part of the two demos, we have seen the introduction to the Fusion application in the day one. And then we talked about what is ERP, what is this Fusion application is about, what are the types of companies involved in this product, and then Fusion environment releases, like when Oracle introduced these applications in the market. And since then, what is the evaluation path of these Fusion applications? Correct? And what is the upgradation policy that every year Oracle following? That all we have seen, team. And then I explained you what are the modules covered in this particular program, as well as in the entire Fusion HCM cloud, what are the total components or the modules we have, team. And we have also discussed the career opportunities in this technology. And in the yesterday's demo session, I have explained you Oracle's knowledge repository, where we can able to access the standard Oracle documentation in the internet, right? And also I explained you Oracle certification process, how Oracle conducting the certifications examinations in the market. What is the cost of that certification program? Okay. What is the cost of that certification program? That all we have seen, team. And then in the yesterday session, I have introduced to you the Fusion application as well, team. Like when any client or the customer company buy the product from Oracle, how the application will be delivered or in which form the application will be delivered to the companies or the customers, I have introduced yesterday. And what are the different naming conventions that we can able to call the Fusion applications? That also we have discussed yesterday. And I logged in into the Fusion system and I have explained you some of the basic home level functionalities, team. How the look and feel of the application will be. On the main home screen, what is Springboard, what is Navigator, what are the different functional areas, sub-functional areas, and some of the home screen icons like home icon, bell icon, all these things we have discussed yesterday, team. So last 2 days, we are done with the demos. From today, we are going to start our actual training, team. And from today, as I told you, the regular classes will be starting. So what is the first concept that we are going to start as part of our training, team? The very first concept that we are going to start with will be security administration, team. This is one of the foremost or the important concept that everyone should aware in the Fusion application when they are learning the technology, as well as in the real time when we are working in the client's projects also, team. Now I will give you a situation and I will let you know why we should aware of the concept of security in the Fusion system before learning any other modules like core HR, absence, payroll. For example, take this scenario only, team. Yesterday I have given one example, right? Let's say Tata Group purchasing the product from Oracle. So take the same example. Okay. One second. Okay. Now, team, take here. People are trying to join. Just give a second, team. Okay. For example, team, Tata Group is the customer or the client company. Let's assume Tata is a company who is buying the product from Oracle team. Oracle is the vendor who's selling the product. So now Tata Group, in order to use in their in-house HR operations, they bought this Fusion applications team. Okay. Now, where we will be part of in this entire thing team, we will be working in the consulting companies here. Okay. Consulting companies. For let's say example, when Tata bought the product from Oracle team, Tata want a consulting company or a IT company who will be implementing the product according to their requirement team. Because when Oracle selling the product to any companies or to any customers in the market team, product will be delivered with all the functionalities with a blank version. So any company who buys the product from Oracle team, they have to configure their system according to the requirement team, according to their business requirement. But Tata Group, what they will be doing, they are not into IT. Let's forget about TCS and all. Any client in the market you take team. For instance, Tata is having TCS, but any company you take. So what Tata Group will do, Tata will be giving the project to IT companies, I told you. For example, team, Tata given the project to Deloitte. Okay. Tata given the project to Deloitte team. So we will be working in the consulting companies, right? So our role will be here in the consulting companies. For example, team, 10 resources from Deloitte will be deploying for the project implementation team. We will be one among these 10 resources. Functional, technical, all people consider, let's say 10 people is a implementation team who is going to take the project from Tata Group team. So in real time project implementations, once you get the job in this technology also, as I keep on telling from last 2 days, you will be working in these IT companies team. So whenever a client or a customer companies gives the project to them, we will be deployed for that project. So Deloitte deployed 10 of their resources team, 10 of their employees, which is a implementation team. So we will be called as implementation team. Okay. We will be called as implementation team. So Deloitte deploying 10 of their resources team for the client Tata Group. So let's assume this is the scenario. So we are starting the training from this point team. You have to understand before you learning the subject, what happens in the market. So we will be working in so-called software or the IT company's team. And whenever our company receives the project, okay, from the client or the customer, we will be deployed for our client project team. So we 10 resources as a team will be working for the Tata Group's project team. Now Tata bought the product from Oracle and we have to configure according to their business requirement, their application team. So why I'm telling all these things? See, we 10 people have to start work on this particular project team. We 10 people have to start working on this project. It means what team? Our implementation team should able to log in into the Fusion system. It means what? In order to log in into the Fusion system, we require the user ID and password. It means what? User account should be created for all of our implementation team. So the client, when we are taking up the project team, we should require access to their application, right? So how that user accounts will be created to us? That is what we are going to see in security administration. That's the reason team I'm covering this initially, or in any trainings, I will be covering this topic initially team. So in real time also, once we getting into the project, how the application access to our team will be given, how the user accounts and the passwords and the access to the application will be provisioned. That we are going to see in security administration team. In Fusion system, security administration module, if you ask me, we have to talk about two concepts explicitly in security administration. One is user account management. Okay. One is user account management and the other one is team role management in the Fusion application. So in the security administration, these are the two concepts that we should be learning about team. What are they? User account management and role management team. Okay. So what is this user account management and role management team? In user account management, we are going to see how in the Fusion application, the user accounts will be created. Okay. We are going to see in that team. I will talk about this role management in next 20 minutes team. So let us see, first of all, in the Fusion application, how for any user or for any employee, the user accounts and their passwords will be created. So basically team, there are two ways defining user accounts in the Fusion system. One is automatically or automatically system generating. One is automatically system generating team. And the other option is team manual way of creating. There are two ways in the Fusion application to define the user accounts for any user team. One is automatic option. System itself will automatically create the user accounts team. Another option is manual way of creating. What is automatic? For whom it will be team? For the employees in the system team. For the employees. For the employees in the system. See, when we hand over the system to the client team. Okay, when we hand over the system to was John, any question to you?
Yes, sir.
John, can you please tell me hello? John, hello.
Requirement document or actually?
John, your voice is not audible. John, hello.
Sir, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, it's better now. Please tell me.
So my question is.
No, again we lost you. I think check your internet, John. There is some break in your
creating
voice.
This user access like it will be. Okay, sorry, sir. Sorry to interrupt. Like I will ask.
Okay. No problem. We can discuss that. I think check with your internet connection. There is some disturbance in your voice. There is break in the voice. Okay. We'll discuss that. Please park that. No problem. There are two ways in creating the user accounts in the Fusion application team. One is automatically system generating the user accounts and the other one is manual. See, automatic means team for the employees of the client. Whenever they are hiring the employees team, whenever hiring of the employee happening in the system, then we have an automatic option. See, once we implement the system and once we hand over to our client Tata Group, when they are using the system in their day-to-day life, every employee, when they hire in the system, obviously when the recruitment happen, all the employees records will be created in the system, right? Whenever the HRs hiring the employees in the system directly, application will automatically create the user accounts team. There is an option to disable that also. If any customer don't want, like manually HRs will create the user account, we can do that so. But by default, the feature will be team for the employees in the system. When the client hiring the employees in the system, automatically for the employees, user accounts will be created team. Okay. But coming to our case, who we are team, the implementation team, we are not the employees of the client. We are implementation team. We are not the employees. It means what team? Our 10 members team, whoever is there, we will not be hired as their employees in the system. Correct team? Because we are not their employees, no? We are just implementation team for time being 6 months or 8 months or 1 year, whatever the project scope is. We will be working and we will be moving out. After go live, we will go out, right? So client will not be hiring us as their employees team. We are the implementation team and we are belonged to Deloitte, the third party company or the consulting company. Then how our user accounts will be created? If not hiring happening in the system team, but still for any user, if you want to create the user account, there will be a manual approach team. So that is why I mentioned here in Fusion application, user accounts can be created in two ways. One is system automatically generating for whom? For their employees team. Whenever hiring happens in the system, directly application will be creating the user accounts for them. If not the hiring happening, but still for any people or the implementation team requires the application access team, the manual way of creating is their team. Not only for the implementation team, sometimes whenever HR hiring the employee in the system, due to some data discrepancies also, system cannot able to create the user accounts team. In that case also, HR after hiring the employees in the system, they should manually create the user account. Why? Because team, every employee should be given with the application access team, because employees will check their employment information, their leaves applying in the system, their pay slips, their year-end documents, their performance appraisals, their compensation things, everything employees have to access in their day-to-day life. So for every employee, company have to provide the application access team. So whenever hiring happening in the system, application itself will take care of automatically generating the user account. This part you will be understanding once we complete our core HR module. Once I hires the employee in the system, how this is working, you can understand team. But now we are mostly concentrating on manual way of creating the user account. Why? Because team, when we go for the project for the first time, what client will do, sometimes client only will create all the user accounts for our 10 members team. Client only will create. The client side IT team will be, who is the responsible people for the implementation or the IT applications team. Client side IT team people only will create the user accounts for all of our 10 members or whatever the size of our team. For all of us, the client side only IT team will create and they will give us the user ID and password. So we can able to access the system to start configuring the system team. But sometimes what they will do, they will create one user account and for our project manager or for our team lead, and they will give it to us. They will ask us to create by using that user ID and password. We have to log in and we have to create the user accounts for rest of our team. So it's vice versa team. In some of the projects, client only will create the user accounts for our team members and they will give us. Sometimes one user account for our project manager or for our team lead, they will create, and for rest of the members, they will ask us to create by ourselves team. So as a implementation consultant, whatever it might be the case, you should be aware of how to create the new user accounts in the system, right team? So that we will see now. So in order to create the user accounts team, where we have to go team, once after we log into the system. As I told you, let's say client given us one login credentials team for our project manager. We will pass our user ID and password and we will sign in. Yesterday I have shown you, right, how to log in into the system. So I have my user ID and password team. I have given them and I'm trying to sign in. Once after signing in to the system team, where we have to come, in the Springboard area, we have different functional areas, right team? Click towards the right arrow here. We have here team tools. See something called tools. Come to the tools functional area. Under tools, we have something, a sub-functional area called security console. In the Fusion application, the entire security administration will be handled in a one single place called security console. If anyone having EBS background prior to attending this class, in EBS, we used to have the concept of Oracle Identity Management, correct? But in Fusion system, within the application only, under tools, Oracle given something called a security console. So the entire security administration in the Fusion application, you can able to handle in this place called security console team. So come to tools and then go to security console. Okay. Come to tools and go to security console. You will land upon this page team. You can ignore this message. You will land upon this page. And here on the left hand side, you have a couple of options: roles, users, analytics, categories, administration, right team? Come to users. Roles, I will talk in next 20-25 minutes. Come to users team. Here we have something called user account. So in this application, if you want to create any user account for any person team, you should come to security console, come to the users, and then we have add user account team. Any existing users, if you want to search in the system, you can able to search them here team. If you want to create the new user account, you have to come here. Kumar, you just told that there is an automatic option, right, for employees. How that will happen? Basically, team, let me duplicate. See, one more thing. As these are as these are cloud-based applications, team, one beautiful thing is you can work parallelly in multiple windows. See, I opened this window, right? I can click on my right side mouse button, duplicate, then I can open one more window team towards the right. I can parallelly work in couple of windows also. Okay. Whenever in the system, the hiring happening team. So if Tata company hiring their employees team, whoever recruited in the interviews, everything, whenever they want to create the employee records in the system, where HR will go, usually team, the HR admin self-service in the Fusion system will be here. That is my client groups. And here we have something called new person. These all things we are going to see in our core HR module team. So HR will come to my client group and HR will come to new person. And then here HR will have the transactions to perform team for hiring of an employee in the system. So they will come to my client group, new person, and then just a second, team. Okay, HR will come to my client group. He will go to new person and then team. Here, hire an employee. Go to hire an employee. go to hire an employee, and here HR will be performing the hiring of an employee transaction. This is what I'm talking about, team. Whenever HR hiring their employees in the system, so new employee hiring task is hire an employee, team. So all the details of the employee we will provide, and we will click on submit, team. So employee record will be created in the system. When HR hiring the employee, during this time, for every employee, team, system itself will automatically create the user account. That is what I told here, automatic generation. But we are not employees of the client organization. We require just user accounts to access the system, to start working on the configurations, team. So how to create manually, I'm covering now. So team, where we have to go? You have to come to tools. You have to come to tools. Okay. And then security console. Security console. I have taken new environment, team, because the previous one suddenly stopped. That's why I have taken another environment. See, ET80. So come to the users here, and then team, in the user accounts, we have something called add user account. So come to add user account, and you will land upon this page, team, add user account. And here, team, whenever you creating the user account, associated person information, and there is something called associated person type, none, and one more option will be there here, worker. What is this, team? System will ask us, do we creating just user account in the system, or are we creating the user account for any employee record in the system? As I told you, sometimes whenever HR hiring the employees, team, due to some data discrepancies in the system, what sort of data discrepancies and all I will tell in tomorrow session, team, continuation session of this. During that time, team, system might not be able to create the user account automatically. For them, HR, if they manually want to create the user account, team, add user account, and the person type we have to choose as worker. If we are creating the user account for the workers in the system, employees in the system, we have to choose the person type as worker. Then one more field will open up, team. We have a magnifier. We can able to search the workers in the system who we already hired, team. So as it is a training environment, some of the employees are already available, team. See, when I search with the name John, I got all the employees in the system, John, who is not having the user accounts, team, currently. See, so I can able to select that person, select it, and click on OK. His details will come, team, first name, last name, all these details. So this is for any employee in the system who is already hired, but user account not generated. For them, HR have to manually create, means this is the approach, team. In the person type, we have to keep worker, and we have to search for that worker, team, for whom we are creating the user account. But my requirement now is what, team? This is not for any employee. For our implementation team, client given only one account for us. For rest of our team, we have to create the user accounts. How? Come to the same add user account, team. And here, associated person type, you keep it as a none. Means we are not creating any user account in the system for an employee, team. We are just creating user account only. It is not associating with any worker record in the system or employee record in the system. So keep it as none. Then account information, keep it active. Then only whatever the account you are creating, team, it will work when the user trying to log in, team. When the account will automatically change to inactive, when account will be locked, in next 10-15 minutes, I will tell that. Whenever you creating the user account, keep the person type as always none, active, and this is not required, advanced information. In the user information team, user category, you will see by default this default option team. What is that also? I will be telling you in next 15-20 minutes. These and these. Okay. Here you give the details team. First name, last name, email. Let's say I'm giving the employee name as Triotech and last name as Kumar. Now observe carefully team. I given first name, last name. I will come to next field. Observe the username here. Now I'm coming to the email field. The moment I came to the next field, username, what it has taken up team? What is that combination it's taken up team? First name dot last name. Triotech dot Kumar. What is this? Who told the system to follow that rule? The username format should be first name dot last name. Who told that in the system that it should be following that rule? Huh? See, basically, team, that will be decided in this category level. We have user account setting up rules. Means what? What is the username format system should follow? Whether first name dot last name, or whether the person's email ID or employee ID, that all we can decide team as per the client requirement. That will be coming from this category default. So I will talk about that. We have a separate concept team. See, we will see that later. So first name, last name I given. Any email also if I want to give, I can give team. Let's say I'm giving Triotech or some email ID I will give team here. kumar.oracle18@gmail.com. Some of the email ID I'm giving as of now, but in real time, what exactly that person's email you can give team. So username and password you can give here. Okay, password you can give. Some password I'm giving here team. And one more I will give confirmation of the password. See, like this, we have to create the user accounts manually in the system team. So now I'm creating an account by name triotech.kumar. Okay. Till now, clear. Till here, it is clear team. What is that? We have given all the user information required, like first name, last name, what is the username that should be, what is the password of that account, everything. Now, with this user, what access that this Triotech Kumar should get in the system? What access this person should get? Now, when I log in into the system team with my credentials, whatever the user ID that I am using currently, HCM_IMPL team. When I log in into the system team with my user ID, I could able to see several functionalities in the system, correct? Different functional areas on the Springboard, okay? Under every functional area, I could able to see several things. If I go to navigator, how many functional areas I could able to see? Many things. Tools, under tools, all these things, security console. And on the right hand side, I can able to see different functionalities here. How I'm accessing all these things? So that is the question team. I'm creating a user account. Okay. With this user account, when this person log in into the system, to what functionalities that user should be accessible? How that will be decided team? We have another concept in place here, role management, correct? So in the Fusion application team, the entire security administration or the security will be working on a one single concept called RBAC. RBAC. What is that? RBAC means roles based access control. The entire security in the Fusion application is working on one single concept called RBAC. Okay. roles-based access control. Okay, just 1 second. Okay. Roles-based access control. What do you mean by roles-based access control? Basically, team, in order to access the functionalities team, or in order to access the modules, here I have listed out, right, couple of modules in the system, like many modules we have, right? So for every module to access in the system team, we have different modules in the application team. Every module, and in that all functionalities, whatever the configurations, whatever the transactions, all the functionalities in these modules to get access team, Oracle given specific roles for every module in the system, for every functional area in the system. In order to access that modules or the functionalities in that modules, Oracle designated or delivered certain roles in the system team. Some of them I will list out here. I will give you the materials to you post this today's session. You will be shared with the core HR materials folder. So all day-wise class notes will be shared with you. In that, they are also available team. For core HR module, in order to access all the core HR module functionalities in the system, we have something called human resource manager, human resource specialist, human resource analyst. Okay, like this, Oracle given the roles team for core HR, absence, and talent. For these three modules, these are the roles required team. In order to access that modules in the system, their functionalities in the system, these three roles Oracle given team. For payroll module, in order to access all the payroll module related functionalities, there are roles like payroll manager, payroll administrator, like that. Then for compensation management team, we have compensation manager, then compensation administrator. Okay, like we have. For benefits also we have benefits administrator, okay, benefits manager. Then for OLC, Oracle Learning Cloud, we have something like learning specialist. Some of the roles I'm listing out, team, not everything. Learning specialist. For ORC, Oracle Recruiting Cloud, we have recruiting specialist. Then hiring manager, like that team. So for every module in the system, in order to access that functionalities, Oracle delivered certain roles for every module team. So whenever we creating the user accounts in the system, now I'm creating a user, okay, account, that is Triotech.Kumar. This is the person team, Triotech.Kumar account I am creating. So with this account, when this person login, when this Kumar login into the system, what access that Kumar should get, what all modules that Kumar should able to access with his user ID and password. So whenever we creating the user ID, whenever we creating the user account team, for every user, we have to add the specific roles that what we want to give. So here, whenever I'm creating the user account, now I'm creating the user account, right? Triotech.Kumar. Here the next section is what? Roles. Because team, in Fusion system, security or the access will be working on these roles concept only. That is why I told you, what is that? Roles-based access control. Whatever the role you assign to that user, that role related functionalities the user can access in the system, not anything else. Okay. So team, what I will do now, one of the basic role I will assign to this user, and we will try to log in team. And let's check it out. What access this Kumar is getting in the system. So like this team, one basic role that is employee is their team. One basic role means whenever we hiring the employees team, the basic role will be their employee role. With that, they will access to their employee self-service team. At least employee can able to access his own personal information, right? That role is there. I will add that role. So when as an admin, we are creating the user accounts team, come to the roles. Here we have see add role. Click on add role and then team, you can search for the roles team. In the system, for every module, Oracle standardly delivers the respective roles team. So we have to search here. Let's say team, I will search with the role that is employee. Okay, one basic role I'm adding now. See, whenever you practicing, the moment we give the instance access to you, when you are practicing team, or even in the real time in your projects also, whenever you are working, when you are trying to add any role to the user, see, I searched with employee role. Two roles are coming, same name. This is the role name and this is the role code. See, ORA. If the role starting with the code ORA, come to the conclusion that that is the Oracle delivered standard role in the system. Oracle. Okay. Here you can able to see it starting with per. Per means what team? Someone duplicated this because when we deep diving into the concept of roles team, according to the client requirement, we have to customize these roles also. For access level customizations, for data level customizations, we have to duplicate the seeded Oracle delivered roles and we have to customize them. So someone in this environment created the duplication team. Please ignore that. When you practicing also, try to assign the code starting with Aura. Now I am selecting that employee role team. Select that and click on add role membership. Okay, add role membership. Now see team, this role assigned now to this user team. Click on save and close. So user account created with one role assigned to him, that is employee role. Still it is creating team. Let us now try to log in with this Triotech.Kumar and let's check it out team. What access that person getting in the system? Let me refresh team. Okay, 1 second. Let me cross verify. Does that created or not? Because I refreshed the page. Yes. Now see team. Now see team. If I want to cross check, if I come to this user account and if I pass anything that I know, if I know his username or if I know his email ID, I can search with email. Or if I know his last name, first name, I can able to search here team. Okay. Okay. So this is the user account I created in the system team for this Kumar. Now let us try to log in with his credentials team. What I will do, I will not touch anything in this window. I am opening another window team that is incognito. Then I am trying to,
Kumar.
yes, please.
I just wanted to confirm one thing. So these roles are already predefined in the system?
Yes, for every
Oh,
module, Oracle predefinedly delivers.
okay.
So now what I'm trying to do is team, I opened fresh window. Now I'm trying to log in with that Triotech.Kumar. Okay, Triotech.Kumar, the user ID is. And whatever the password I have given while I'm creating the user account, I'm giving that password here, team. Okay. Now see here, user ID and password I have given and I'm signing in. Now see, I could able to access the system. Triotech Kumar. Now let me click on the home button. See, good evening, Triotech Kumar. And see, observe here, team. This is my admin login, the super user login, you can say, team. Means my user have all the roles, team. Why? Because I will be using this for all the trainings. So all roles. That's why, see, when I log in with my admin login team, how many functionalities I could able to see on the Springboard only: sales, Redwood sales, okay, service, okay, help, administration, order management, many things. But see, when I log in with this Kumar, the account which I created, what access I have? Me, procurement, tools. Even under tools, where is security console? If I come to the navigator, what access I have? Only these four. And even if I come to my settings and actions, only these things are there. What about this administration? That which I can see in my super user login. See administration? No. That is what you have to understand, team. Whenever we create the user accounts in the system, whatever the roles that employee should or the user should be provisioned, we have to add that respective roles team. Then only the user will get all functionalities access in the system. Now what I will do, I will try to sign out from this user team. Now I'm going back to that user account and I will try to add some more roles. Now I'm coming to tools again, going to security console. Okay, now I'm in my window team, that is my super user login. Now I'm going to users. Okay, okay. Here I'm searching team, my user that which I created, Triotech Kumar. See team, as an admin, while creating the user, if you have not added all the roles, after that also you can do. You can search for that user team, click on that display name, okay, and then you will land upon his user account details team. See, Triotech Kumar, he is the one that which we created just now, right? Now here team, click on edit, and then team, if anything that you want to correct the details of the user, you can able to do that team. Then come to the roles, click on add role, and I'm trying to add some more roles team, whatever I have listed here. See, human resource specialist. Okay, let me search with that. See, Aura one only you pick, select it and add it team. Then one more, human resource manager, even that I'm adding team, human resource manager. Okay, and then payroll administrator, because I want to give access to payroll module also for this user team. See, payroll administrator role I am assigning. Then compensation admin, compensation manager, right? I'm adding team. Then anything you want, learning, recruiting modules also you want to give access. Then search for that roles. Every role is Oracle delivered in the system team. We can able to search and we can able to assign team. Now here, on which screen I'm working team? On the user screen, correct? So in order to come to this security console area, under tools, we have security console, correct team? So in order to access the security console in the system team, under tools, we came to security console, correct? For working on the user accounts, everything. For this also, we have a role by name, IT security manager is their team. If this role assigned, then only to the user, the security console under tools, he can able to see team. Like for all the modules, how we have the roles team, in order to access security console, then IT security manager role should require. Now see team, I added for this Kumar some more roles along with the employee role team. I added human resource specialist, manager, payroll, admin, and IT security also. Let us add team. See, IT security manager. Okay. Security manager, right, team? Then if you want access to these functionalities, team, like when you click on the right side settings and action, administration area is there. If you want to get access to this, because this is important, team, going forward, whenever we start our modules implementation, core HR, absence, payroll, every day we have to go to this administration and we should go to this setup and maintenance team. Here only we can able to find all the module related setups or configuration. So in order to get access to this administration area, for that also team, we have certain roles available. What are they? We have something like application, okay, implementation consultant, okay, then application implementation manager. Some roles we have team, and application implementation administrator. So these roles are required to access that administration work area team. So if you want to add that roles to the user, you can able to do that. So here team, see, whenever you are adding the role, IT security manager, we added. You want application, you can search team, application implementation, okay, consultant, okay, you can select that and you can add team. Then application implementation manager, see that Aura one I am selecting in all team, I can add that. Then application implementation administrator, even that administrator one I'm adding team. See, like this team, whatever the roles you assign to the user, that all related functionalities the user can able to access. Now see, I have improvised along with that basic employee role, core HR module I have added, payroll, compensation, learning, then security console access, administration access, everything. Then if I click on save and close, okay, the user details will be updated in the system with all these roles team. See, now for this user Triotech Kumar, these many roles were added team. Now let us try to log in into the system. Now I'm coming to another window. Okay. Now I'm trying to log in with that Triotech Kumar team. Let us check it out. Let us check it out team. See Triotech Kumar and I'm signing in. Any difference that you could able to observe, please notice. Now see team, earlier when I log in, only 2 or 3 options I have seen. Now see, many things, me, procurement, my client group. Within my client group, I have absences, I have performance, I have learning, OLC, payroll. Then if I click towards the right, I have benefits, whatnot, many things I could able to see. And under tools, now I can able to see security console, right? And even in the navigator, many functionalities I could able to see. And even in the right side settings and action, I could able to see this administration work area. Earlier it was not available. That's what the concept of roles will be doing in the system. So whenever we talking about security administration in the Fusion system team, we should talk about user account creation and the concept of role management team. For every functional area, for every module, Oracle standardly delivers certain roles team. So whenever we creating the user account, we have to map that respective role to what components that we have to give access to that user. So basically team, in the real-time projects, when we are in the implementation and when we are creating the user accounts for our team, we ideally require all access team because we are the implementers. who require all access in the system to configure. So we will add all these roles. But when it comes to employees team, when client started using the system, for every employee, based on the job he is hiring in the company, in the department, whatever the relevant accesses to be given, only that will be given team. Okay. Within the concept of roles team, in every project implementation, we will not use Oracle delivered seeded roles for assigning to the employees team. There will be a requirement from the client's team. They expect some data restrictions. They expect some functionality restriction. So role management, we are not covering now in detail team. Just my main emphasis will be on user account creation first of all. Because once you are familiar with all these modules and their functionalities, then I will take up the role management sessions again, team. After our functional training, once we complete our modules training, role management I will be taking again. Why? Because during that time, I will explain you how to customize the Oracle delivered roles in the system and how we will assign to the employees as per the client requirement team. So that part we are not seeing now, put aside. Now coming to the user account team. Okay, we created the user account team. What else we should know here, team? Okay, by going to add user account, we can able to create the user account. Now, after that, as an admin, if any changes that you want to do, as I told, you can click on that user team. Then as an admin, if you want to reset the password of that user, you can go to reset password and you have the option C team. Automatic and manual. Automatic, if I select team, if I click on reset password, whatever the email that I have given team while I'm creating the account, to that user's email, system will be sending the reset link team. If not that, manually as an admin, I can choose this option and I can able to change the password team. See, new password I can give whatever I want and confirm the password. And I can able to share it back with my user team. So reset password I can do. Then if any user account details I want to edit, roles I want to add or I want to delete, or username corrections I want to do, click on edit, and then these all things are editable team. You can do whatever the changes you want. Then any further roles you want, you can add. Any existing role you want to remove. See, delete option is there team. You can delete that role. So user will lost access to that functionality team. So add role and delete role is there. You want to delete all roles at one shot. Select remove all roles team. Everything will be deleted. See, everything cleared off. I'm not saving now. So that is just, if you want to remove all roles at one shot, you can use this team. One by one, if you want to remove, cross icon. What is this auto provision? What is this assignable? We will be talking about them when we taking up the role management sessions team. Because in the concept of roles, we have auto provisioning. Like how user accounts for the employee automatically creating, even the roles also we can automate team. That we will be, okay, that we will be taking up team in the latter part. So what else we can do? What else we can do? From here also team, when you are searching for any existing user account, there is an action button. If I come here team, couple of things I can able to do here. See, lock account, reset password, delete account, compare user, copy user. What is this locking? Whenever we create the user account team, status active and locked will be coming as no. When the account will lock, team, see, even many times people used to come back and complain to me, Kumar, some account is getting locked whenever we practicing with the user you given to us. See, what happens is, if you try more than 5 times, wrong password. Earlier it was 3. Now Oracle increased it to 5. More than 5 times, if you try login with wrong password, your account automatically will lock. I don't have any control in the system team. Rather, in real time also, you cannot change that count. That is the basic by default functionality Oracle giving for the application team. So more than 5 times, if you gives the wrong password, account will be locked team. So again, you have employees in real time. I'm talking team. Employees will reach out to their HRs. HR will come to the user account, search that employee, and they will unlock their accounts team. So if you want to manually log the account, let's suppose team in real time, employee suspended for 15 days because of some miscellaneous activities or something happened, organization suspended employee for 15 days team. So we want to hold the access also. So HR can come to his account team. He can go to actions. He can log the account. Okay. Now see, account is locked. When the account is locked team, usually more than 5 times, if wrong password given, account will lock. But forcibly, if HR wantedly want to lock the account from the backend, they can able to lock like this team. Now, whenever the account locked team, it won't work. If I refresh, it will be log out automatically. See, just I clicked on settings button, it logged out. Now, if I try logging in team now, Triotech.Kumar, my credentials I'm giving, and I'm trying to sign in. Does system allowing me? No. Authentication failed. Why? Account was locked. So when the account locked team, the user cannot access in the front end his credentials team. If you want to unlock that, again come to the actions button, unlock option will be there. You can unlock the account. Now it unlocked, right? Now see, the same credentials I will pass here. Triotech.Kumar, signing in. Now see, system will allow me to log in because the account is unlocked now. So like this team, as a HR admins in the system in real time, the employee accounts, they can able to do all these activities team. Reset password button within the user account also will be having team, or here in the actions button also the reset password will be there. Then delete account. Any user account of the employee team you created duplicated or something happened. You want to permanently delete that account team. You can come to actions button. You can delete that account. The compare users. What is this team? As an admin, I want to compare two employee accounts in the system team. Like what access Kumar having, what access some other person having. I can come here, select action, compare user. Then I will land upon compare users team. This is Kumar. Second user with whom you want to compare Kumar. Search that another person user account team. So I want to compare. There is some person by name Curtis Fiati in this demo instance. I'm searching with his user team. See Curtis.Fiati. Click on OK. Compare. So this is just for information team. Between two users, what all functionalities they have access, who is having what. If you want to compare, see, these all are the functionalities in the front end team. To what all functionalities Kumar is having access, the green color tick will be there. For these things, Curtis Fiati is not having access team. Then some of the things, if you see, Curtis is having access, but Kumar is not having access with his roles. Based upon the roles, these both people having, what functionalities in the system they have commonly and uniquely, that as an admin, you can able to compare team. That is compare user. And then team, I created one account now, Triotech Kumar. These all roles I added for Kumar. Now my HR having a requirement that one more employee account HR want to create or any user account, whatever the roles this Kumar having, same roles, these 5 or 10 roles to be added to that person also team. In that case, rather than going to add user account, giving the details, adding the role one by one, all the 10 roles, simply I can take the person, the reference team, Kumar, come to actions, copy user. All his roles will be copied team. See, copy user, when I click on team, I will land upon add user account page where I can create the new user account team. and see all the roles of Kumar copied here. It will save a lot of time for the HR, right? Because I want same roles what Kumar is having for another employee also. So copy user functionality Oracle bought in the system team. Earlier, actually, this was not there. From last year only, this functionality added in the system in one of the quarterly upgrade team. So these things we can able to perform for the user account in the system. And one more important point I will tell you, and I will close the session for today. What is that? I created a user account in the system now. What is that user details team? That person first name is Triotech, last name is Kumar. So username taking up with this combination team. Then I created the user account today on April 25th team. Automatically, if you see password expiration date in July 24, we are in April 25, May, June, July, exactly 90th day. Who told the system that every 90 days the employees user accounts should be expired? Means employee have to reset their passwords for every 90 days or else they will expire by the system. Who told this team? Or whenever I'm creating the user account, the format that first name dot last name combination should be taken by the system. Who told that? Not even that. I will show you one more thing. Whenever I'm creating the user account team, password, if you could observe here, I'm trying to create the new user account. Okay, whenever I give the details and whenever I'm trying to give the password team, there is some information here. What is that team? What is that team? If I keep my password policy, please observe. Simple, at least 8 characters and 1 number. If I give below that team, system won't allow. Who told that system to follow that password policy? Who told the system to follow the username as first name dot last name? That all coming from user. And one more thing I will show you now. I have one account, Triotech Kumar. First name Triotech Kumar. Usually team in outside market also, people will have common names, right? Let's say I have some person, let's say Suresh Verma is there, one person team. I might have another employee also with the same name Suresh Verma, first name Suresh, last name Verma. Duplications are quite common, right? In a organization, my client having 10,000 or 15,000 employees, workforce. Then having the common names is quite common. Let's say team, already in the system, I have one person by name Triotech Kumar. Now again, one more person joined the organization. Let's assume that person name also Triotech Kumar. So first name is Triotech. Okay. Last name is Kumar. This person name also same. Now see team. What system is doing here? Username, please observe. Triotech.a.kumar. Triotech.a.kumar. System following its own sequence. Because already Triotech.kumar is one account there in the system. It's a duplication. Means another employee also having same name. In that case, it's inserting alphabet here. Why? Who told that? That all will be controlled from this category. So basically, team, as per our client requirement, whenever we getting into the project team, when it comes to user account management team, we will take the user account rules requirement from the client. Like what will be the user ID format that you want for your employees? What should be password expiration policy? What should be password policy? How complexity that you want your passwords? In case duplication comes in, what system should do? These all are customizable team. So in next session team tomorrow, I will take up this. In this category level, we can maintain all these rules. Accordingly, that will be coming up team. Okay. And this is how in the Fusion system, user account creation will be done manually team. Automatically, how it will be happened in our core HR module after the implementation. When we hire the employee as part of the transactions, we will see team. In case if you want to define manually, this is the approach. So when we getting into the project team, the very first activity that we will be working on, at least for our team members, we have to create all our user accounts to access the system team. In this way, we will be defining our user accounts. Okay. So I will conclude the topic here for today. Let's join back tomorrow and we will continue with further things, team. So now let me take up the questions.
Okay.
Yes,
Hi,
Kitika.
Kumar.
Oh,
Kumar,
anyone.
already placed it in the chat.
Who is that? Can I know? iPhone, who is this? Oh, many question. Pawan, this software using the government sector also. See, across the countries, private organizations will use, even the governments will use. In US, many government bodies are using this Fusion applications as their in-house HR tool. Even in UK also, in many counties, they're using that. And I don't know who is the person by name iPhone joined here.
Hi Kumar, this is Naveen.
Naveen, okay. Like for users or associates who are working for any role, we are creating their own portal with certain access so they can check their leave. We are not creating the portal. This is the application. Whenever employee is hired in the organization system, or we will be creating their user accounts. When employee log into the system, they can go to their self-service and they can able to check their leaves. They can able to apply the leaves or they can able to check the pay slips. It's a HR application, right? So every employee can access their application and their data in the system. And the second question also followed by Kishore. Kishore. Only the role customization is covered as part of security topics. Kishore, basically role customization includes two aspects when it comes to security, like the data security prof. Kishore is dropped. 1 second, I think he rejoined. Kishore, are you available? Hello?
Yeah, yes, Kumar. Yeah.
Yes, Kishore. See, I can see your question in the chat. Just I'm trying to answer that. See, when it comes to role customization, we will be covering up two topics here.
Okay.
Data security profiles for maintaining the data restriction in the role and functionality restrictions in the system. These two will be covered as part of the role customizations. Okay.
Okay.
And
I have another doubt. Like when in comparison with the EBS, do we have any role
responsibility you are asking?
Yeah, in responsibility. So we do have a super user role for every application or module, right? So likewise,
here, whoever have all the roles, he is called as super user. That's all.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Can you
No,
please say
here
that?
there is no such concept of responsibility concept. Whoever the user in the organization having all the roles assigned to him, we can call it as a super user. So ideally in the client side, in the IT team or the HR admin, the top HRs, whoever have all the roles accessible to them, they will be called as super users.
No, my question is something different. Like, see, if we provide any super user menu to any user, so whatever all the functions that that application holds, he will by default get by assigning that, right?
That's
so
what the
likewise,
concept is totally different from EBS to Fusion. Here there is no super user concept like that. Here only based on the roles only the access is being designed. Provision.
okay, so there is no only single role that gives access to every
No.
functionality of such
No.
application.
In that case, you have to create one custom role and we have to merge all these privileges into that and you have to create that. But usually no one will do that. Why? Because in Fusion system, based on the roles, the subscription cost will be decided to the client.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Okay.
got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the licensing